In a troubling escalation of threats to the democratic process, a series of arson attacks on ballot drop-off boxes across multiple states has shocked communities and raised questions about election security. As authorities investigate, the attacks spotlight deep societal divisions and a concerning trend toward election-related violence. The background of the incident: in the weeks leading up to the general election, ballot boxes in at least 5 counties have been set on fire, with thousands of votes damaged or destroyed. This crime has led to intense scrutiny from local and federal agencies, placing a strain on already limited resources dedicated to election integrity. To understand the significance of these arson attacks, it's essential to explore how ballot drop-off boxes function. Generally, these boxes are designed with security features such as fireproof coatings and surveillance cameras. However, the attackers' methods suggest a deliberate effort to overcome these safeguards, highlighting potential vulnerabilities in the system. Election officials have expressed their outrage over the attacks. Many have responded by increasing security, installing reinforced ballot boxes, and adding more surveillance. However, the response has been uneven, varying greatly depending on the resources available in each jurisdiction. The investigation has expanded to include federal agencies, who suspect coordinated efforts rather than isolated incidents. Investigators are currently examining security footage, analyzing forensic evidence, and interviewing witnesses. However, gathering sufficient evidence to identify the perpetrators has proven difficult, as the arsonists often struck at night and evaded detection. The direct impact of these arson attacks on voters has been profound. Many citizens express a mix of fear, anger, and frustration, feeling that their voices have been literally burned. Local communities have organized rallies, and social media campaigns have emerged to encourage safe voting alternatives. These incidents have not only affected voters but have also sparked intense political discourse. Partisan responses to the arson attacks range from calls for stricter ballot security measures to allegations of orchestrated sabotage. Some political leaders argue that these attacks are a form of voter suppression, while others warn against interpreting them solely through a partisan lens. Coverage of the ballot box fires has dominated the news cycle, amplifying concerns over election integrity. Media outlets have scrutinized the failure of security protocols, while opinion pieces vary in their assessment of blame. This media attention has, however, also drawn attention to long-standing issues surrounding voting accessibility and security. In response, lawmakers in affected states have proposed new legislation aimed at securing ballot boxes. These bills propose measures like enhanced surveillance, harsher penalties for tampering, and increased funding for voter protection. However, the legislative path remains uncertain as debates unfold around cost, necessity, and potential overreach. In various communities, residents have mobilized to protect remaining ballot boxes, forming volunteer watch groups. These initiatives represent a grassroots response to voter suppression, as people work to ensure that all voices are heard despite the challenges posed by the arson attacks. The impact of these ballot box fires reaches beyond the immediate damage. The incidents have instilled fear among voters, creating an environment where people question the safety of exercising their democratic rights. Psychologists have noted the potential for long-term societal harm, as fear may discourage people from voting. Election officials nationwide are now re-evaluating the security of their processes. Experts in election security are weighing options such as increasing digital security, enhancing physical security, and possibly redesigning ballot drop boxes. Some analysts argue that a shift toward electronic voting may reduce such physical vulnerabilities. The arson attacks on ballot boxes have challenged the fabric of democratic participation, igniting concerns that reach beyond any single election. Community leaders and activists call for unity, urging citizens to recognize the importance of safeguarding voting rights and security in an increasingly polarized society. In this critical time, Americans are called upon to stand firm in defense of democratic principles and to ensure that all voices are counted.